Good evening, welcome to NMS once again. Let's quickly talk about this one. So what is the difference between a protein powder and some sort of animal-based sort of meat or cheese or, eggs and so forth? Okay, a lot of people have this idea that whey proteins are created in a laboratory and that eggs and meat and all that come from natural sources, therefore the protein is better. The answer to this question is they're actually dead wrong. Whey protein is from milk, okay? Now when you go and produce cheese, what you're doing is, so you pretty much denature the cheese and the actual casein protein, comes out of the solution, and that precipitation along with some of the lactose actually forms the cheese, The liquid layer, well, that's your whey protein. So cheese is good for some people, but whey protein isn't. Well, let me tell you what they do with that whey protein. All they do is they dehydrate it, they powderize it, and then they might throw in there some chocolate flavor or something like that so that you don't have to just taste the whey protein, because it's not the really nicest tasting thing, And you go, well, that's probably because it's got chemicals in it. No, it's just not very nice tasting. It's actually quite tart, because it's basically just amino acids, really. Now, what they do is they put a little bit of chocolate in there and a little bit of artificial sweetener. People go, oh, artificial sweeteners are really bad. Yeah, they are if you're taken by the tablespoon. But the thing is that most of the artificial sweetener studies were done on, much higher doses than is in anything that's, let's say, an artificial sweetener in a drink. So if you're believing that, well, I'm not going to take it because it's got artificial sweeteners, or I'm not going to take it because it's synthesized in the laboratory, you got to understand where whey protein comes from and what they actually do with it before you can start to address these things. Now, where do I get my knowledge on this? Well, not only did I actually study a degree in chemistry, but I actually worked in pharmaceutical and food manufacturing for many years. So I do know how a lot of these things are made, and I do understand the process, and I also understand that, a lot of it is actually very natural processes. It's just that, obviously if you want to go and dry something out, you have to get rid of the water from it. And it's not dried out by boiling it. That's not how they do it. They dry it out by, basically allowing the water to just dehydrate off it, And you're left with a solid layer, and then you can warm it, and then, they filter it when they do the whey protein, say in isolate. They use filtration for that, and that gets rid of some of the extra sugar, but there's actually very little sugar in whey protein as well. So if you're one of those people that's sort of looking at whey protein and going, I'm not going to have it because it's artificial, it's not actually artificial. It's actually comes from milk. It's actually produced from cheese, and they just maybe give us some flavors so that it actually tastes all right. You can actually buy it unflavored if you want, and maybe, you can put it with your yogurt, maybe put some honey in it, and, you can make something that actually tastes pretty decent. It doesn't have to be chocolate flavored. I personally don't have a problem with chocolate flavor, and I don't have a problem with small amounts of artificial sweeteners. I also drink Diet Coke. So, I don't have a big problem with that, but I do eat a lot of vegetables, and I also do eat a lot of fresh meats as well. So I get my protein from various sources. Hope that helps you guys. I hope it, it sort of puts to rest some of the concerns you have. There's still going to be people that obviously are not going to believe what I just said, and that's fine. You don't have to have the whey protein. Leave it for me and all the other people that want to take it, and then we don't have to pay as much for it. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. All the best.